All right, here he is.
I'm Dres. I'm the difference between a dope beat and a hit record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am. You know?
Yeah.
And I say that in a very braggadocious way to say that I can hear a beat and I can hear what it says. So, like, for me, rhyming is like playing the drums. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like,
absolutely.
I'm hearing a beat and it's all about staying in the pocket, but what I'm doing in between the pocket is I'm playing. You know what I'm saying?
How did you learn? How did you learn? How did you become an MC? Because it's 89 when you meet Mr. Long, right?
No. Me and Mr. Long, my senior year in high school, in North Carolina. My stepfather. I'm from Astoria Projects. My parents both are from Flushing, both from the Bland Projects. My father was a heroin dealer, a pretty big heroin dealer at that. Pretty volatile person, volatile personality. He was damn near a pimp. My mom put herself, she was 17 when she had me, put herself through NYU. I used to play in Bryant Park while they had a dorm, not a dorm, but classes across the street. My mom used to look at me playing in Bryant Park while she was in class. And to say that, she meets my stepfather. My real father was pretty volatile. She meets my stepfather, who joins the Army. He went to Pratt Institute. He joins the Army, goes in as an officer, relocates my family from Astoria Projects to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where I'm going to high school. My senior year,
culture shock,
huh? Huge culture shock. The stories I could tell you would be amazing.
Very white,
both. Initially, I went to an all-black high school. I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Went to the same high school J. Cole went to.
Oh wow.
Yeah, called E.E. Smith. One of the most amazing high schools. I totally changed my life. Totally changed my life. I started playing trumpet.
Oh, wow.
I started marching band, jazz ensemble.
When did you start MCing?
My senior year. Well, a little bit before my senior year of high school. But my senior year of high school, I moved to Sanford, North Carolina. Now that's all white. Told crazy stories I could tell you about the culture shock of that. But just to say, but I live like in a white neighborhood. My mom now is the director of social services for an all white community. You know what I'm saying? And a black woman that's down to integrate everything from the old folks' homes to like everything.
She's making money now, so now you're middle class.
Yeah, so to speak. My senior year, she's middle class. I'm a senior in high school.
Right, of course.
But my senior year in high school, I didn't like my surroundings, but I find a clique of New Yorkers. One of them, my man Stan, who would have been the third black sheep, has equipment in his room, turntables, mic. We could tape each other. He has the coolest mom. We could smoke our little joints, weed, whatever, and drink our 40s and make tapes. There's one cat that used to come through, was in middle school. His name is Shorty Doo-Wop. He wasn't in high school yet. He was the dopest DJ I've ever seen. That was Long. Long was his man that he introduced me to. Every day of my senior year of high school, I'd go over to this house, my man's house. We're making tapes, we're rhyming, with whatever new records out, we're checking it out. We're
just for fun.
Just for fun.
Not dreaming of.
Of course, I mean, in the back of your head.
Yeah.
But it was so much just for fun for me. Outside of the room, they'd rhyme, and other people knew that they rhyme. I never rhymed outside of the room.
Okay.
Whatever party was going on, they grabbed a mic. Never rhymed. But I probably was the nicest MC.
Okay.
Never rhymed. In front. No one knew I rhymed. Now, when I get back, rhymed the whole year, senior year, I get to come back to New York. The week I finished school, I come back to New York.
Who were you, I want to hear this timeline more, but who were you listening to in terms of MCs like, that's how you do it, I want to be more like him?
I was listening to the Devastating Tito from the Fearless Four is one of my favorite MCs.
Okay.
Devastating Tito always stood out to me, even amongst his crew. But just the stuff he was saying too, I thought he was a sharp street cat. One of my favorite MCs is Just Ice.
Yes.
He was powerful but intelligent.
He used to call me from prison.
Yeah?
Yes.
He's one of my good friends today.
Yes.
I make it a point when I'm doing something in New York, I'll reach out for Just. Yo, Just come. because I would love to see the younger cats doing that. Whoever influenced you, it doesn't have to be me or anything of the sort, but don't leave them.
I almost got jumped for his tape.
Yeah,
and when I was in high school in Boston, these kids were like, "Yo, let me see that tape real quick." And I was like, "Nah, it's not coming back. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm holding this. Please, could you, Just Ice was one of your.
Yo, I love Just Ice because, you know, like
Kane?
You could tell he was dangerous, but you could also tell how intelligent he was.
Kane,
yes, definitely. Kane, yes, and it's crazy because
Rakim,
without question. The funny Rakim story. Before I made a record, when I first got back to New York from North Carolina, I get a job. I need a job. I get a job at Power Play Studio.
Wow.
As the manager of the studio. And I'm like, how did this happen? All right, cool. Well, you know, I don't know who's coming through this, that, and the other. It's my first day at work.
What year is this?
This is 1986.
Wow.
This is 1986.
Legendary year.
I'm sitting at the desk at Power Play. I'm the new manager of Power Play. First day on the job. They're leaving me in there. The door opens to Studio A. Who comes out? Rakim. Rakim walks up to the desk. Yo, you got a lighter? Yeah, got a lighter. Gave him a lighter. And I sat there and I was thinking. And I was like, I sat there and I'm thinking. I gave Rakim the lighter. I sat there, I'm thinking. And I was like, yeah. That's not how I want Rakim to know me. So my first day was my last day.
Oh, wow.
I literally quit because I was like, one day I might be rhyming and I don't want to be the dude that Rakim was like, yo, you used to give me, yo, I remember you, this, that, and the other. I was like, yo, I want him to be like, yo, you're dope. You know what I'm saying? And I was young enough that the job didn't mean that much to me. You know.
So at this point, because you have a great voice.
Thanks.
Was the voice already this?
No. I had to find myself. I think the first album is a lot of me finding my voice, much more so than people assume I had my voice. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But it's there on the first album.
I think the artistry was there, but I think I was still learning. I was still a new. Like there's a difference between spitting a rhyme and making a song.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I was learning that. I was learning the nuances of making songs, but I had the best teachers. De La Soul.
In who?
De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest.
Jungle Brothers.
You know, Queen Latifah. Yeah, Jungle Brothers. Like I had some of the best teachers hip hop had to offer. You know what I'm saying? And I soaked it all up. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, what were some of the great MCing lessons you learned from these other native tongues?
One of the main things that I learned is to have a good time, is to have fun. As long as I'm having fun, the audience is having fun. Don't take it too seriously. Don't be afraid to expound upon who you are. Not on the situation, not on who they are, just you. Just your music.
I can see where De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest and Jungle Brothers are talking about that, and that stands out in a world of LL, Public Enemy, Slick Rick, serious as a heart attack. Are they having fun? I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Buddy, all in my face. They were clearly having fun.
Bro, I've seen Merce and Dave from De La do an entire song of theirs as Busta Rhymes.
Whoa.
Brother, when I say to having fun, I learned so much from them. And to be that free in front of an audience of thousands, it showed me so much. And I never, after that, I was like, oh, wow, like, oh, I'm bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, every show for me is the best time ever.
Yeah.
For me. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping everyone's having as much fun as I am, but I'm having a ball. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting the opportunity to, this is my word, like, as I'm the MC that is dying for the platform because I have something to say. And the way that I have to, and the way that I'm going to say it, you've never heard it like this. And You're gonna remember it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna want it. As I've gotten older, the platforms have diminished.
Yeah.
But my artistry has only grown. And so, like, you know, like,
how are you better as an MC now?
oh man, people are about to find out, for real, for real. I got some really amazing projects coming. But how I'm better as an MC is I'm much more deliberate. It's almost like just the nuances that we were speaking to. I'm much more concise with my ability. I'm much more able. If someone practices karate for 20 years, they're a third degree Dan, you know, someone cooks for 20 years, he's a master chef. If you're a mechanic for 20 years, you're a master mechanic. Been rhyming for 30 years this year. I'm dead nice. Don't need nobody to tell me that. Don't need to play it for you to know it. I can't wait to perform it for you. I can't wait for you to taste this. I can't wait to fix your car. I can't wait to spar with you.